Hey guys, Paint with Rick. Uh, Today I thought we'd do a scene here in Seattle that I see almost every day. We'll have a mountain back here with some foothills in front of it, right? And then we'll have a foreground here. This will be water all in here, and then we'll do a really light blue sky today. Uh, I don't want the sky too dark, too blue. So, but I do have blue. I'm going to tap my brush in linseed oil. With this technique, you just get these chip brushes, tap a little linseed oil on it, and then get it into your paint. And then, guess what? It can move on your canvas really easy then. Because there's nothing on this canvas. It's just totally white. And then we're just going to put a little blue up here, and then I'm going to grab it with some titanium white and really lighten it up as we come down. So now I'm going to take that same brush and just put titanium white on it and mix it in with this blue. And we're going to bring all this down now. We want a light blue sky today. And then a light blue sky, and we'll get probably pretty white as we get down to this horizon here. So let's grab some more titanium white on that same brush, and we'll run some white across the bottom of our horizon here. Still got a little hint of blue in there, as you can see, but the value is a lot lighter. And that's all we're going to do on our sky today. It's kind of like the morning sky. I don't know if you ever look out in the morning. The sky almost looks white, like near the horizon. So do a light blue sky. We'll blend that in right now, so we don't have to do much blending when we do our clouds. So wipe your brush off, and this also takes off some excess. We want to blend this in now because I usually put the clouds up and then blend it, but this will be easier today. We'll blend all of your sky in. It'll be a simple blue sky, light blue. Now let's put some water in here. For that, you want to put a little Payne's gray in with your blue, and we're going to make this gray down here. It's got a little blue in it, and we'll just run our water. We know our foreground's going to be here, so just run this right bottom corner with this Payne's gray. Mix a little bit of blue in it so it has a different value down here, different hues. We want like different colors in it. You just don't want something to be all the same color. We're going to whiten this up back here too with our fan brush near the end of the video. But let's get this something down here that looks like water. There you go. It's looking good already. Let's pop a mountain in there. So we're going to outline our mountain with black paint. Just outline the top of your mountain, and then we're going to shape it with the brush. Okay, have a few peaks in there, just like that. Now grab any brush. Doesn't matter if there's paint on it. And let's shape the bottom of our mountain. Just pull this color down. Just like that. And then we're going to put snow on that mountain because I always see snow on the mountains here in Seattle. So just like that. We're going to have trees in front of that. So now with your palette knife, I'm going to go fast on this one. Your palette knife, grab a little bit of titanium white, and we're going to put some snow on this mountain. Lightly bring it down. Sometimes you got to reload each time because it picks up some of this black. But stay to the right of your peak. Come down, and as you get near the bottom, in the middle, then you can start pulling it to the right. This indicates also where maybe the light is hitting the mountain. You can build, wherever you put this, you got to have shade on the other side of it. So we'll do that now. So I'll run a little snow here. And now we're going to do, everything you see black now, we're going to put a different color on the shady side. So mix a little bit of blue and Payne's gray to get a darker color. And this is going to represent where the sun is not hitting. So take this color, take your time on these mountains, and just pull to the left of your snow this shady color. Okay. You can leave some of the black because it'll help the mountain pop. This kind of gives your mountain some dimension, you know. When you put this on it, it shapes the mountain. It gives it its look. Just stay to the left of your snow and then pull some of this shade color in different areas. Just left of your snow though. I mean, you gotta do it like that or it won't look right. This gives it that dimensional look, you know. Like now it has some dimension in there. That looks good. I like that. I wonder what it looks like on the frame. So now on the bottom, let's pull a little bit down into the water here. Just to make the bottom of the mountain look further away, it'll pull that mountain back. But don't kill any of this up in here. We want to keep that, and then lightly blend the side of your mountain. It'll make it look further back, just on the side. I don't know if you noticed over here, I didn't pull any snow to follow the ridge. I left a little black there. That's how I create my mountains. It took me years to come up with my technique. It takes time. If you do it just the way I did it, it'll save you years of trying to make mountains. Let's run some foothills across there now. So with I have this mixture of I want them to look dark because I want some contrast in this painting. So don't get too high into the mountain. We'll tap them at the bottom of the water. We'll put some foothills going across here. Right in your water. Just kind of tap in what looks like distant hills back there. I see this every day in Seattle. You can have different heights going in there. So just like that. This is a sap green mixed. There's a little black mixed into it. So and you can get little different heights going here, so it doesn't look straight across. Okay, just work it for a little bit, and we want it to look like impressionism. So just do that, and then with your brush, run underneath the tree line there, straight across, and kind of blend it into the water here. Now we'll run some white underneath there in a little bit. So let's do our foreground now with that same color. It's a sap green with some black mixed into it, okay? It's really dark. And before I do that, I want to lay this ground in here. Today we're going to do a mixture of brown and yellow ochre. We're just going to lay in our ground over here, okay? Just kind of get it on there. We're going to have a lot of different colors down here. Yellow ochre, put some brown in there with it. And now we'll do our foreground with that dark sap green. Just tap in some small bushes for now, just to get our layout. And we're going to pop some trees in here. Now pull a little bit of this green back into your yellow ochre, just a little. We'll get some stuff mixing in here. This kind of shows you how the bottom of your bushes are going to look. So you don't have to go straight. See, we got different angles in there. So there, we got when we blend all that in, it'll look cool. Let's pop some trees in there now with your fan brush with that same dark sap green. Dip your brush in linseed oil and then grab some paint. Let's do a big tree right here. You can pull the trunk down like this too. And then with the corner of your brush, we'll create a nice evergreen tree. I'm going to go straight out with these branches and get wider as I come down. When you do this, take your time and, don't go fast, because you want to tap in. You want to kind of have some control of what's going on, right? So just tap in a tree just like that. That looks awesome. All right, so this is sap green and a little black. But you notice how if you push on it, it'll pick up a little bit of that blue in the sky, and you'll get some different values in here going on. Let's put another one right next to it, real close. And then down here at the bottom, it'll mingle together with it. Just like that. Don't overwork it. And now let's put one behind this one, a little smaller, because what it's doing, it's going that way away from it, so it's going to be going down a hill, and it's going to mingle together here at the bottom just like that. Okay, I like that. It's pretty good. We'll probably just leave that like that. Let's run some white, titanium white in the back to lighten up our water back there. Just take a fan brush with white on it and bring a water line underneath your distant trees back there, okay? And then we're going to lighten up this water in the distance. We're not going for detail today, so bring some white up here, and then we're going to blend all this in. When you blend your water, we'll blend it straight across, and it'll look cool. Let's put a little white underneath some of these bushes here. Like maybe there's some light hitting down here, just to give us some different value in here. When you mix white and brown, it really looks cool. Changes the hue quite a bit. We'll blend all that in. Let's do that now. Take a clean brush, and we're going to blend all this grass in here right now. We'll pull some of your dark color out. Now just start slowly, lightly blend all this in here. Get all these colors to mix together. And when you get near your bushes, kind of pull it, blend it outwards, and then you can lightly blend all that in. But this kind of represents maybe some shadow, these darker spots, so you don't want to blend that out. Just lightly blend all this in. That looks cool. It's a nice looking ground there. Let's fix these bushes now with our dark sap green with black in it. We'll put a bush down here, a small bush, because we don't want to kill our ground. That looks cool, right? And then down here, let's fix these bushes. Try not to hit the bottom of your grass, but you can make these bushes a little bigger if you want, because these bushes here will appear bigger because they're going back, right? Retap your bushes there under your evergreens. Get a bristle, take it out. Let's take our blender brush now, any kind of brush. This isn't a blender brush, but blend your water now. Just straight across. Try not to hit your bushes there. There we go. It's looking good. Let's put some clouds up there now. Put a few clouds for you. I'll show you the way I do it. Dip a brush in your linseed oil. Grab straight titanium white. And let's run a cloud from over here. Just tap in like what would be the top of the cloud here. And now we're going to pull it down and shape it. So with that same brush, just wipe your paint off of it. And let's pull it down to create the clouds. Then we'll blend that into the sky. When you pull it down, you can pull it to as big as you want it. All right, now we're going to blend that in, and you're going to lightly blend the bottom of the cloud into the sky. Lightly blend. Try not to touch the top of your cloud, but just blend that into the sky like that. We'll run one more across this mountain for the video, and then I'll probably finish this painting up and then throw it on my Instagram for you, and then you can look at the finishing touches. Right on. So that's a pretty good landscape. I see it almost every day living in Seattle, so it's where I live. There you go. It's an easy cloud. Blend some of that bottom in. If you want to make your clouds look further back, you have to blend the top in as well. Just lightly go over the top of the cloud, very lightly. It'll pull the cloud further into the distance. Watch this one too. Just lightly blend the top, just like that. All right, guys, I hope you like that. You can put twigs on there too. Grab a liner brush, dip your liner brush in linseed oil, and run it through some black paint, and then run some twigs up on these bushes, okay? Every direction. And you can do it around your trees, in between your trees, like this. You got to have these twigs in there, or it's not going to look right. So run some twigs, and then, of course, you always need some kind of creature in here. We'll put some birds up here in the sky to enjoy this. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and give this one a try. It's an easy landscape, and you need very little paint, and you don't need expensive brushes to do this one. I'm going to make a video showing all the tools that I use, and I'm making a chart on different types of evergreen trees. So if you guys subscribe in the future, I got thousands of landscapes we can do. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you on the next video.